Today is Saturday, December 7th. Welcome to Disability 128 Podcast. I'm your host, Sean Ferguson. And just a quick reminder, you guys might see a disturbing scene. It's about this young girl. Her name is Mari-Jade. She was diagnosed with epilepsy at the age of 19. You might see some of the epilepsy episode that she has. So just a quick reminder, if you have your kids or anything like that, I would say cover their eyes. You don't want them to see what actually is going on and things of that nature. But the reason why I want to show you guys this is because the epilepsy is a disability, and it's what's actually causing her to become paralyzed a little bit and causing her, different reactions and things of that nature. But before I go to the video, I'm going to drink a nice hot ginger ale tea. Well, it's not ginger ale, but it has ginger in it, so nice and warm, nice and cozy, and everything else. And also, I would like for you guys to please subscribe to my channel, click the notification, and also click the like button. It really helps with the algorithm. It really helps to get the video out to more and more people, especially people with the special needs community. So, and also a disability community. Just please subscribe to my channel. It would really help with my channel to grow. So, but anyways, here's the video. Please leave a comment on my page and tell me what you guys think.
I first became unwell when I was 19 years old, where I woke up paralysed from the waist down. I lost a lot of confidence and my independence. I have a condition which causes me to have multiple seizures up to 30 to 40 times a day. The most thing that I get said to me is I don't look disabled. I'm proud of myself because even when I got told that I might never walk again, I managed to get myself up and walking. When I was 19 years old, I went on a night out with my friends. Everything was normal. And the next day I woke up with tingly legs. About half an hour later, I was in my ex-partner's car with my friends. As I went to pull my seat forward to let the others out of the car, the left side of my face dropped and I wet myself. I cried and screamed, but I couldn't move my legs at all. I couldn't even move my toes or anything. So they ended up calling an ambulance. I got rushed to hospital. They asked me if I had done any drugs or was there a possibility that I had been spiked. They did blood and urine samples to check, but there wasn't anything in my system. They didn't really know what it was and what was happening to me. I'm gonna cry. I suffer with functional neurological disorder. It causes me paralysis, blindness. I have seizures. I use catheters to go to the toilet because my bladder goes into retention. I also get incontinence and many other symptoms. I currently have 24-hour care because it's too dangerous for me to be on my own. I lost a lot of confidence and my independence. I like looking at photos like that to remember what I used to be like. That was when I was 18, just before I became unwell, when everything was normal, when life was great.
I got a call from Mari-Jade's boyfriend at the time. Mari-Jade's in hospital because she's paralysed. Initially, I was just shocked when he said it on the phone, and I rushed over there. And for me, it was heartbreaking just to see my child in that state, see the absolute heartbreak in her eyes, the fear in her eyes. Just to see her in the state she was in, it broke my heart. I felt helpless. Nobody really knew what was going on, and nobody really believed anything. I had to give my job up. I was a full-time carer for her. She was in hospital 2.5, 3 months. I was there every day, wasn't I? She's been having seizures, which for me, I think they are actually the worst thing because they're so sporadic, instantaneous.
Some seizures, I wake up completely blind. I can usually tell if like something triggers it. So if like a loud bang or loud sirens go past me, but if it startles me, it usually means I'm going to go into a seizure.
So we know the condition is very rare. The question is, did you know it was possible?
Mum.
Let's go on the floor. I'm just so tired. It's okay, don't worry, just rest for a second. I tried so hard not to go into that.
I feel like I've got absolutely no control of my body at all.
And we don't either. I don't know how to help her. All I can do is help her when she's having a seizure, but I don't know how to stop it. I don't know how to prevent it. There's been a lot of research and a lot of people have been diagnosed with it. Different things that they might not have known what they were doing. For example, tics, paralysis, seizures. They were all coming under that umbrella of FND, Functional Neurological Disorder. She had a rehabilitation nurse for 6 weeks, came in every day just to teach her how to be herself again, how to feed herself, everything. We didn't even try with the walking to begin with. She was paralysed.
I'd never posted anything on TikTok about it before, and it was actually just a video of me in my wheelchair, standing myself up and taking my first steps. I ended up getting 1 million, maybe more views and so many comments. And then I started getting quite a lot of hate from it. The most thing that I get said to me is I don't look disabled. I get so much backlash from people where they don't believe that I can be okay one day and then I can't be the next day. Some days I can be a lot more mobile than other days. So some days I get complete paralysis. I'm proud of myself because even when I got told that I might never walk again, I managed to get myself up and walking. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Come on.
I make her cups of tea. Whenever she wants to go somewhere, I come with her or take care of her.
He's one of the people that actually stuck around to see the good times and the bad times. And obviously he has to love me anyway because I'm his sibling. But he always puts the time and the effort in to make sure that I'm okay. They do? They do stay together. Hello, Gracey! Kiki! Hi! Ready? Steady. Okay. Gracey has been part of my life for the past 4 years. I got her when I first became poorly. Gracey's really important to me because not only does she comfort me when I'm feeling really sad and low, She also has saved my life a couple of times because one of the times I had a seizure and I knocked myself unconscious. And when I woke up, she was lead underneath my head. It was stopping my head from smacking the floor. And then she also barks to tell my carers when I'm having a seizure. I'm just obsessed with her.
I know.
She's like my child.
She is your child.
Your mummy's baby.
Okay. Well done, Ben.
My eyes hurt. Oh,
You okay?
Yeah. I just feel like a bit out of it. I can hear like people talking to me, and like I'm fine, but I feel like a bit more like slow now.
She has different symptoms every time she gets up. She either has tons of tics. There was this one where she had this like one where she shouted dogs. It was really weird. And then she goes like that.
I've been obviously unwell for the past 5 years. Although I progress like for a little short amount of time, it then gets bad again. So it's like 2 steps forward and 5 steps back. Literally, steps.
Put your arm like this, and when you shoot, you're gonna flick your wrist like that.
Ooh. Okay, let me try. No, I don't have this. I've finally got onto a course of therapy called
EMDR.
EMDR therapy. So I've been completing that for the past like 6-7 months. There is research that shows that it can help with seizures and like functional neurological disorder symptoms. I won't know like what it will do for me until I'm finished, but I've got really, really high hopes and fingers crossed. I'm grateful because I have a really good little community around me. I have brilliant family and friends that really help look after me. And I'm also grateful for the fact that I didn't give up when so many times I wanted to. And I carried on going.
All right. I'll say, you know, it's a good story to hear. I would say I do apologize that you guys had to see a couple epilepsy episode. I'm sorry that you guys had to see that, but the reason why I want to show that is because, you know, I want to make a point, you know, that epilepsy is a disability, just like all different kinds or all different types of disability. So, what is epilepsy? Epilepsy is a brain disease where nerve cells don't signal properly, which causes seizures. Seizures are uncontrolled bursts of electrical activities that change sensation, behaviors, awareness, and muscle movements. Although epilepsy can't be cured, many treatment options are available. Up to 70% of people with epilepsy can manage the disease with some type of medication, according to the Cleveland Clinic source. Okay, so as you can see, you see this young lady that you saw in a video. She has epilepsy. I mean, y'all saw the scene, or I wouldn't say the scene, but y'all saw the couple episode that she was having. So that's part of disability. Um, when you guys see something like that, make sure that she, gently lay her or lay him on the floor. Also, make sure you find something like a stick or something, and make sure that, or even a mouthpiece, make sure that you put that into the person's mouth so that he won't bite his or her tongue off, or anything like that. Because sometimes when you have seizures, some people will do that. Um, it's uncontrollable muscles. So, uh, anyways, um, how common is epilepsy? Well, in the US, about 3.4 million people have epilepsy. Of this number, 3 million are adults and 470,000 are children. There are 150,000 new causes of epilepsy in the US each year. Worldwide, about 65 million people have epilepsy. Um, what happens in your brain when you have epilepsy? The cells in your brain sends messages to and receive messages from all areas of your body. These messages are transmitted via, or I would say, a continuous electrical pulse that travels from cell to cell. Um, Epilepsy disrupts this rhythmic electrical pulse, or sorry, electrical impulse pattern. Instead, there are bursts of electrical energy, like unpredictable lightning storm between cells in one or more areas of your brain. The electrical disruption causes changes in your awareness, including loss of concussiousness, sensations, emotions, and muscle movements. Um, so, what are the types of epilepsy and their seizure symptoms? Healthcare providers classify epilepsies by their seizures type. The seizures categories are based on where they start in your brain, your level of awareness during a seizures, and by presence or absence of muscles movements. There are two major seizures groups, which I didn't know about um, different types of seizures group. Well, anyways, focal onset seizures, that's one of them. Focal onset seizure starts in one area or network of cells on one side of your brain. This seizures used to be called partial onset seizures. There are two types of focal seizures. Um, Focal onset aware seizures means you're awake and aware during the seizures. Healthcare providers once called this a symptom partial seizure. Symptoms may include changes in your senses, how things taste, smell, or sound, changes in your emotions. Sorry. Uncontrolled muscle jerking, usually in arms or legs. Seeing flashing lights, feeling dizzy, having a tingling sensation. I really believe that she has focal onset aware seizures, because I really think she was aware of it, um, but she had a lot of sensation. So, Um, the focal onset impaired awareness seizures means you're confused or have lost awareness or consciousness during the seizures. This seizures type used to be called complex partial seizures. Symptoms may include blank stare or a staring into space, which I don't think she has that, but I could be wrong. Repetitive movements like eye blinking, lip smacking or chewing motion, hand rubbing or finger motions. Uh, Number two, you have what is called generalized onset seizures. Um, General onset seizures affects a widespread network of cells on both sides of your brain at the same time. There are 6 types of generalized seizures. You have absent seizures, you have atonic seizures, you have tonic seizures, chronic seizures, and you have tonic clonic seizures. And the last one is myoclonic seizures. So, I'll give you the definition of 6 different types of generalized onset seizures. So you have absent seizures. This seizures type causes a blank stare or staring into space. There may be minor muscle movements, including eye blinking, lip smacking, or chewing motions, hand motions, or rubbing fingers. Absent seizures are more common in children, last for only seconds, and are commonly mistaken for daydreaming. This seizures type used to be called petit mal seizures. Number 2, you have atonic seizures. Atonic means without tone, and atonic seizures means you've lost muscle control or your muscles are weak during your seizures. Parts of your body may droop or drop, such as your eyelids or head, or you may fall to the ground during this short seizures, usually less than 15 seconds. This seizures type is sometimes called drop seizures or drop attack. So number 3, you have tonic seizures. Tonic means a tonic seizures being your muscle tone has greatly increased. Your arms, legs, back, or whole body may be tense or stiff, causing you to fall. You may be aware or have a small change in awareness during this short seizures. Clonic, fourth is clonic seizures. Means fast repeating, stiffening, and relaxing of a muscle. A clonic seizures happens when muscles continuously jerk for seconds to a minute or muscle stiffens, followed by jerking for seconds up to 2 minutes. Number 5, you got tonic clonic seizures. This seizures type is combination of muscle stiffness and repeat rhythmic muscle jerking. Healthcare providers may call this seizure a convulsion and once called it a grand mal seizures. Tonic clonic seizures are what most people think of when they hear the word seizures. You lose consciousness, fall to the ground, your muscles stiffen and jerk for 1 to 5 minutes. You may bite your tongue, drool, and lose muscles control of bowels or bladder, making you poop or pee. So when you heard that video where She said like she was kind of paralyzed, but really kind of not. She was just having epilepsy episode. Um, and you heard that she peed all over herself. Well, it's just uncontrollable bladder or uncontrollable bowel that she was having when she has seizures. Sometimes that happens. There's there's nothing you can do about that. Um, so that's why sometimes I'm thinking like if I had seizures or anything like that, like sometimes you might have to wear diapers. So like in case that does happen, you won't like pee all over your clothes or anything like that. Um, so and the last um, type of seizure is myoclonic seizures. This seizure type causes brief shock like muscle jerks or twitches. Myoclonic seizures usually last only for a couple of seconds. So, here's what most people will ask, a lot of these questions. What are seizures triggers? What are the triggers of getting seizures? I'm going to tell you guys what are some of the triggers so that you guys are aware of things. So, seizure triggers are events or something that happens before the start of your seizures. Commonly reported seizure triggers include stress. I agree when you have a lot of stress, you know, it will trigger it. The other one is sleep issues such as not sleeping well, not getting enough sleep, being overtired, disrupted, sleep and sleep disorders like sleep apnea. So sleep can also cause it. The other one, alcohol use, alcohol withdrawal, recreational drug use. Um, so I'll be honest, I'm not gonna put any name up there, um, but I would say my cousin, he also had epilepsy, and I would say alcohol is one of the cause of triggers. So alcohol and I think is withdrawal. But anyways, it happens, there's not much we can do about it, you know. Um it's crazy like alcohol can cause epilepsy. Like that's just crazy it causes that. But, it happens. The other one is hormonal changes or menstrual hormonal changes. I didn't know that, that can cause epilepsy or anything like that. That's so brand new to me. Um, Illness and fever, that's another one that you can have epilepsy or seizures. Flashing lights or patterns. Um, so you can tell from that video, like she struggled with flashing lights. Not eating healthy, balanced meals or drinking enough fluids, vitamins and minerals. Deficiency, skipping meals can cause it. Physical overexertion. Specific foods like caffeine is a common trigger. Um, I didn't know about this, but I do realize. Um, Now I don't have a problem with caffeine. It's just when I have too much caffeine in my system, I do get seizures. I didn't realize that until like I did work out one at one point. Um, Dehydration is another one. Certain times of the day or night. Um, yes. Use of certain medication, dramamine, or ingredients in cold, allergy, and sleep over the counter products is a reported trigger. And the last one is miss anti seizures medication and doses. I will also give you guys another one. From the video that you guys heard, loud noises can also cause people to have seizures. So, I mean, it's crazy to that people can, have seizures and things like that. Um, so, what are the signs of symptoms of epileptic seizures? Well, this includes seizures. Signs and symptoms includes temporary loss of awareness of consciousness, uncontrolled muscle movements, muscle jerking, loss of muscle tone, blank stare or staring into space, look, temporary confusion, slowed thinking, problems with talking and understanding, changes in hearing, vision, taste, smell, feelings of numbness or tingling, problems talking or understanding, upset stomach, waves of heat or cold, goosebumps, lip smacking, chewing motion, rubbing hands, finger motions. Psychic symptoms include fear, dread, anxiety, or deja vu, faster heart rate, and or breathing. Most people with epilepsy tend to have the same type of seizures, so have similar symptoms with each seizures. So, um, so basically, as you can see from the video that you guys saw, um, it's just, I know it's tough seeing it, but that's what epilepsy does. It's a uncontrollable muscle, and you know, and it's like they can't snap out of it. It takes them a moment to snap out of it. That's why when you guys do see that, just carefully, gently lay them down on the ground and make sure that you have a pole or a stick or something like that, or a mouthpiece to you put into their mouth so that they won't bite into their tongue, because that's how they can lose their tongue. um but anyways, I just want to say, you know I can see there's a lot of good things from this lady. um I know there's gonna be a lot of good things going for her. I will tell her, don't give up. Don't give up hope. Don't give up on your life. I'm pretty sure there is some type of like medication or some type of like something, you know, either like a little tiny robotic magnet or robotic something that can help correct the brain, either medication or some type not electric shock, but some type of like electromagnet shock, or some some sort of some sort of way where it can help the brain recorrect itself so that you won't have any epilepsy episode or anything like that. Um, so I do encourage her to, keep going, you know, I know God will use you, or God will use her to tell the story to the other communities. So, uh, thank you for, watching this video. Um, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, give care, and I'll see you later.